The ruins of Crematorium II at Auschwitz are the ultimate focus of the struggle in the courtroom. It is at this place that Irving's denials must confront the evidence that 500,000 people were systematically exterminated here.
Before the liquidation of the camp and before removing the camp, the Nazis ordered to obliterate all traces of the crimes. So they ordered to dismantle the gas chambers, the ovens in November and in December in 1944. And 1 week before the liberation, they destroyed the buildings, they dynamited them. That's why we can see only the ruins now.
The complex of buildings which made up Crematorium II has been meticulously studied by defense witness Professor Van Pelt. Based on his research, it is possible to reconstruct the horrifying details of a factory of death. The victims were herded, more than 1,000 at a time, into the undressing room, where they were told to prepare for a mass shower. They were then ordered to go towards the gas chamber. With the victims packed inside the gas chamber, SS guards dropped Zyklon B capsules down through 4 wire mesh columns from holes in the roof. The body heat of the victims released the deadly hydrogen cyanide gas into the room. After a few minutes, the corpses were taken up in a lift to the cremation room, where a gallery of 5 ovens worked ceaselessly. For Irving, the roof of Crematorium II provides the linchpin of his case against the gas chambers. Eyewitness accounts speak of gas pellets being poured into the gas chambers through holes in the roof. But according to Irving, there is no sign of these holes.
Professor Van Pelt, we're wasting our time, really, are we not? There were never any holes in that roof. There are no holes in that roof today. There were never 4 holes through that roof. They cannot have poured cyanide capsules through that roof. The concrete evidence is still there. You yourself have stood on that roof and looked for those holes and not found them. Our experts have stood on that roof and not found them. The holes were never there. What do you have to say to that?
I would just say, why don't we put up a picture of the roof and look at the roof in the present condition? The roof is a mess. The roof is absolutely a mess. A large part of the roof is in fragments. The concrete has many different colors. You pretend that you are talking about a piece which is intact. It is not.
You do accept, do you not, Professor Van Pelt, that if you were to go to Auschwitz the day after tomorrow with a trowel and clean away the gravel and find a reinforced concrete hole where we anticipate it would be on your drawings, then this would make an open and shut case, and I would happily abandon my action immediately?
I think I cannot comment on this. I'm an expert on Auschwitz, and not on the way you run your case.
After 31 days, David Irving lost his libel action. Deborah Lipstadt's defense had cost $3 million. In his verdict, the Honorable Mr. Justice Gray said, Irving has, for his own ideological reasons, persistently and deliberately misrepresented and manipulated historical evidence. For the same reasons, he has portrayed Hitler in an unwarrantedly favorable light, principally in his relation towards and responsibility for the treatment of the Jews. He is an active Holocaust denier. He is anti-Semitic and racist. and he associates with right-wing extremists who promote neo-Nazism.
I think it's taken David Irving and his ilk out of the equation. We can now see that Holocaust denial is on a separate planet. It has nothing to do with genuine scholarly research. Amongst genuine scholars and researchers, arguments are going to go on.
One of the best memorials to the Holocaust and to the fate of the Jews under Nazi rule is to argue about what happened, to do the research, to write the books, to have scholarly conferences. Because this history is not cut and dried. New documents are appearing. New interpretations are being put forward, respectable interpretations by good young scholars. Relating those events to the abuse of human rights that's happening in the world today, atrocities and mass murders that are being committed even in Europe, is a very good way of remembering the Jews who suffered at the hands of the Nazis.